You know what it is, Culture Pod Blog. It's Bobby Baymont. I'm here with somebody who's been on the show before. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about. This is a long time coming. My boy, Big Jer.
No, it is, man. What's up, brother?
Shit, I'm chilling, dog. I'm just genuinely curious about what's going on with Big Jer, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying, I got some DoorDash coming, so we're gonna have to hit pause for a second when it comes to it. But it's all good. This is
food comes. I hope you get a sponsorship after that.
I'm saying, bro. I'm saying. So like, I got a lot of stuff to ask you, but bro, like, I just had to start. We gotta start like, you gotta start where the podcast was before. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Okay, where we at?
Where's Chloe at? I thought you all were trying to like do the podcast.
You know, we were, and you know what? Honestly, when you try to mix friendship and business, it just don't go right. So it came a point where I had to draw a line in the sand with how friends are supposed to approach the business and how respect levels are supposed to go. Okay. And so when you moving up and you trying to get better and build a career, you can't have people around you that are trying to dwindle what you're trying to grow. So
she was trying to dwindle what you're trying to grow, or what?
I mean, most definitely.
Really?
Brand risk is a real thing, and the brand risk on that side was definitely to a level that was not appreciated. It was at a certain point where her mom was disrespecting me on social media. Her sister was disrespecting me on social media. Mind you, I had invested in her sister's brand from the beginning.
What was your sister's brand?
She had a clothing brand called One Soul.
Oh, okay.
So I had invested in it, and it just, like, no respect for everything I did. I mean,
did you guys ever start the podcast though?
Yeah, we had like the whole idea flown. Like we had multiple. We were looking at spots. It was like it was ready to go.
Damn.
But it definitely wasn't the healthiest working relationship. So just had to cut. And I was also like my assistant, so just had to cut ties. But
no, I feel it. Okay. No, I just saw. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask. I had to start the last podcast. I didn't know. I remember that was like something that like the people were wondering. You know what I'm saying? But like. Let's see. Honestly, I had like questions, but I just feel like I can go off script, bro, because I'd be like genuinely wanting to know what be popping. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Man. Well, definitely.
Like, what's up, bro? Like, when I linked up with you, like, just to reflect on like to the people like how we met and stuff in LA. I was walking down the street, you know what I'm saying, like with the homegirl and her kid. And like, you know what I'm saying, I was just walking down the street and I see this dude and it was at Soldier Boys.
Yeah.
Soldier Boys spot.
Outside of SODMG.
Outside of SODMG, and we were just, I thought we were just gonna shoot a picture, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, you're like, yo, let's go find a spot. And I'm like, all right, bet. So we just started like walking around and we ended up just like, long story short, like we found a spot, we shot, and we ended up like linking up. You said you were coming to AZ and we ended up just being where we're at now. But like, what's poppin', bro? Like, you doing, obviously, like, I could break some shit down, but, like, just tell me, like, what's up with, like, Soulja Boy? You been back to LA? You rocking with Soulja Boy? Like, SODMG, is that still a thing? What's poppin'?
I mean, yeah, I've been back to LA twice since the start of the year. I went once in September, and then I went back, like, 2 weeks later in October. But as far as Soulja Boy and SODMG, I still have love for the brand. I helped build up the brand last winter going into this year, 2025. But, at the end of, right before I left LA, Soulja Boy started being a little standoffish. And it was something I had never experienced with him because, I had just met him and he was amazing. He was welcoming, he was respectful. Like, he was being big brother. And then a few weeks later, he started because I started popping, doing content. I started linking up with different creators and different rappers. And it was almost like he felt a certain way about it. So I was close with his security, like the whole team. I had helped build up the brand. Before I came down to LA, nobody I knew had ever heard of SODMG. Nobody was rocking the merch, the brand, nothing. And then when I went out there and I started working with him, I went up and down Melrose, the whole block, and I went to every store, and I was wearing the merch, and I told everybody, like, hey, you gotta get this, come on. Like, hey, right down the street. They're like, Soulja Boy got a store on the street? I'm like, right down the street. 2 blocks down. And I went to Marathon Burger, Nipsey spot, me and Soulja Boy did a collab for them that I posted on my Instagram, and they reposted. You know, we was out doing different stuff, but it was a time he was building his new store, which is now across the street from the old store. And I came in there, and one of his artists was talking to me, but the store wasn't open yet. Mm-hmm. But he was talking, we chopping it up, and Soulja Boy pull up, and he points at me and tells the security to get me out of there.
What?
And so security come in, hey, we not open. We not open, you gotta go. I was like, his artist, your homeboy, is literally the one who invited me in here. He's like, nah, we not open yet, you gotta go. And I walk out, and when I walk out, Soulja Boy right by the door, he turned his back like he don't see me. And I was like, I see that's how you rolling. And I texted him afterwards, like, that's what we on? And he unfollowed me.
Dang, that's crazy.
And so I haven't had no contact with him since. I done still promoted the brand. I done still sent people. I always show love, but that's how some celebrities are. They, you know, they move different with it.
That's crazy.
But
that's how it be.
Soulja Boy hasn't had a hit since I was born, so I'm not really concerned.
Yeah, shots fired, dog.
You know, I'm not.
I feel it.
I'm not really concerned. You know.
I feel it. Hold on, bro. We're gonna keep it going. I'm gonna go get this DoorDash real quick. Great place to stop. Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. Have a good one.
Alright. Quick intermission. That was a great place to leave off. Alright, bro, you ready? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, you got food too. Alright, Brittany. Alright. Dang, Soulja Boy doing that.
Hard left.
Thank you.
Curved me like he didn't know me.
And Draco's on this shit. Alright. I'll say quick intermission. Sponsored by Cane's Chicken and
Oh, definitely get your cane.
Oregano's. Right? Oregano's.
Hey, one love, one thug,
Man. Alright, so like that's crazy. The Soulja Boy story, that was crazy, dog. So you just cut tie, you haven't talked to him since?
No, I haven't talked to him since. You know, one of his artists who's on tour with him right now, Keem, he still follow me. You know, we still like each other's posts and show respect. But nah, I haven't talked to him since. You know.
True.
Yeah. It's like wow, but hey, that's how the game goes. Somehow Draco ended up thinking he was Drake. I don't know what happened. But you know, hey, Blueface's manager, Wack 100, I had called him and asked for like advice on the situation. And I had that call on recording, and Wack was basically telling me, hey, Soulja Boy need to be careful with what he's saying, because at that time he was disrespecting Blueface. Okay. So Wack was like, hey, we know where his store at, so he need to be careful up there. So it was definitely a lot going on with Soulja Boy. So you know, I'm staying out the way of that.
Yeah, Soulja Boy been quiet. I won't even lie. Soulja Boy's been quiet. So like that might have something to do with it. You know what I mean?
I'm staying out the way of that for sure.
Dang, bro. Like so, I saw there's been a lot of celebrities out here in Phoenix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've been out here for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been traveling around, so it's like I haven't been seeing. But I was out here with I Show Speed was out here.
Yeah.
And he had like I was at I don't know, I was at some place. I feel like it was it was a chicken spot. I don't know, but there was like 2 Lamborghinis parked there. Yeah. And I looked in and I thought it was I Show Speed. I was like looking. I don't know, like I'm not gonna say it was because I'm not sure, but I think it was. And it was just them in there, like sitting in there eating. But it was a fire chicken spot, and I could see it was closed. And I was going there. Yeah, bro. Like that's I don't know if he had it popping. Like I don't know. That's like the most famous. That's like the most famous shit I've seen out here. I don't even lie.
I can't even lie. meeting I Show Speed was definitely a bucket list thing. It was, and it was just a spur of the moment thing.
You met I Show Speed?
Yeah, we actually ended up getting on his stream a couple of months ago. When he was out here, I just woke up and I saw he was trending. That he was in Arizona, and so I was like, hold on, where is he at? And so I called my girlfriend. I'm like, let's go see him. And we pulled up the stream.
Hold up, bro. You got a new girl now? I see you got your girl right there. Tell me, what's going on, though?
Ain't new. Always, most definitely.
That's what's up.
It's coming soon. That's gonna be the missus.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I've seen that. Yeah. No, I've seen her around. She came to the studio when I was there, bro.
Definitely.
Like, and you came through. I had to stop because I was like, that's like, I don't know if the people know that, so I had to stop you because I'm a fan, bro. So,
Hey, you know what
like,
Biggie said?
I just be like,
if they don't know, now they know.
okay, now they know. So like, dang, you just got the shout out, the Culture Pop Blog podcast shout out. Dang.
Most definitely.
Dang.
Definitely. Always
That's what's
around.
up. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Good for you. Yeah, you can keep going, bro. I was just like,
Always around.
I
Yeah,
had to point
you're right.
that
That's
out.
a good stopping point. But
yeah. You
most
got it.
definitely,
When you drop gems like that, I gotta point that
that's
out.
a good stopping point. Shout out to Queen. But most definitely, meeting Speed was a crazy experience. So we got up, we found our location he was at, we went to it, and I was trying to get in touch with his management the whole time, but it was hustling. They was going from spot to spot. So later on in the night, we was riding right behind his security team, and we was going to In-N-Out, and we ended up getting right on side of his car. And so we rolled down the windows, and he rolled down his window, and so we got to say what's up to him. So we had our point of view on video, and we had the stream point of view. So we was able to get on the stream. He said what's up, and
He got on the stream.
yeah, we got
Dang,
on
that's
the stream. But then we went to In-N-Out, and the security, we was right behind Speed's vehicle. And I guess they got mad because they didn't know how to drive properly, and they come banging on my girlfriend's door like, "Hey, y'all gotta move!" And the security is literally putting his whole, like, I'm like, bro, like, where do you want us to go? Because when you turn it in and out, it's a curb right here, and we already here. He's like, you gotta go that way. Look, I understand celebrities and security trying to keep people safe, but they don't make the laws in Arizona, and they don't run the street.
Facts.
You're not police, so you touching up on other people's property, running around here trying to move. You legally, that ain't even legal. So I tried to go up and talk to his security team, and I asked them like, who can I talk to? Cause y'all just almost put a dent in this car,
Crazy.
and nobody would give me any information. They wouldn't say nothing. It's a video I got of me trying to talk.
Bruh.
They nothing. So they all
This
trained.
dude be coming into the show just beefing, bro.
So they're all trained. No matter what Speed or his team does, that they got covered for it. So it was crazy.
that, bro, what? Like,
So it tainted
hey.
the experience a little
Hey,
bit.
Speed. I don't know. I like I Show Speed.
Nah, it wasn't
I
Speed's
rock
fault.
with Speed.
It wasn't Speed's fault. He ain't even know. It was his security.
I feel it.
Because you can't be damaging other people's property, you know?
Dang. No, I feel it. Bro.
Like,
That's real.
They can mess up his image if the people around you aren't taking care of what they need to take care of with the respect. It's a different way you can go about those situations.
Nah, I feel it. That's real. That's real.
Well, definitely.
So, what's popping, bro? Like, what do you got like going on right now? What's popping with you, like that you would want? I just be asking you questions, but like, what's some shit you just want to be?
So right now, I've been working on music. I really locked in.
Of course, bro.
Studio sessions. I'm about to come out with an album. It's gonna be called Studio Sessions 26.
Yeah.
And so
Speaking of, bro, I already know it's about to be fire because I already know we got some shit. We slid on something.
Yeah, you know that.
What I mean, we
You
slid
know
on
that.
something.
You know that. Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying for the ladies.
Most
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? Winning team for the lady, for
Winning
my boy
team.
Big Jer's lady.
Hey, Valley
And,
boy.
You know, for me, for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? My boys, we just dropped something. We just had to slide. And, you know what I'm saying? Go get that Valley Boy EP, you know what I'm saying? 1 to 7.
Take
It's a
the
banger.
powerful whip, man. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, bro. But you slid on that, I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate you coming through, honestly.
Most
Like,
definitely, bro. That was
yeah.
an amazing song.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. It was just spur of the moment. I remember, like, we had the beat. I just told dude to play a beat because I didn't have anything written, and then I just freestyled it. You came in, you freestyled it. We did our thing.
Song was made in, no kidding, like 30 minutes or less.
Yeah,
We had to be out the studio by 10.
Made this song in an hour, no rush.
I don't think the beat got brought up until 9:24.
That's what I'm saying. That's how it goes, bro. I appreciate it.
No, definitely. That was
Yeah,
an
man.
experience.
So, Man, really? Like, what's be going on in college life, bro? You be living that college life. What's really popping? Like, what you been doing?
Man, you know, the college life is crazy because, like, I'm never really even on my campus.
8 to 4.
That's the crazy part. I'm never even really on my campus. I'm always working, hustling. But when I am there, I'm playing basketball, hanging out with the guys. You know, I've been making music in the studios on campus. You know, just having fun and living life. But you know, it be beef on campus for sure, because it's content creators on campus, and one of them, his name is Abraham Creates. He got like
always got a name.
He got like a million, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
He got like 1 million on all platforms, like in total. This man got mad at me because I'm linking up with the celebrities he wants to. And I tried to put him on. He asked me to put him on, I tried to. And then, you know, people just get jealous and envious. So that's why I'm like Eminem. I always believe in name dropping and dropping names, you know.
This dude is always coming with some names and receipts, bro. Like,
you know,
what happened after you dropped all those names? Like in the first interview, like the Kendrick Lamar,
man.
the other people from the college. Did you end up at like? Did you see them?
Oh yeah, I saw him. You know, I think everybody just gotta respect that when you got something to say and you say it direct. What else is there? Because everything I say on interviews, everything I say around somebody else, I've already said.
Fair enough.
Yep. So it's like,
that's real.
I'm like Kendrick. I don't believe in sneak dissing.
I feel it, bro. Yeah. What's up with TDE and Ray Vaughn?
Man, crazy situation. I was in Tempe, Arizona, one night in late August, and I'm outside of this apartment complex. It's like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm with my friends, and I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to get out of there. And this dude come up behind the car while we rapping. We rapping in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Through the car speaker. This dude come up and he talking about he trying to sign us. I was like, I don't care, bro. Let's go home. And they like, nah, like he for real. I was like, I don't care, man. I'm gonna run him over. Let's go home. Everybody get in the car, and as we driving down the block, they like, hey, that dude, I think he was trying to sign you, Jer. Like, let me send you his Instagram. I was like, who is he? They said he got TDE signed on his arm.
What?
He said that he know Kendrick Lamar. I was like, people be capping. I was like, I guarantee he doesn't know nothing near Kendrick Lamar. I was like, but what's his name though? They was like, his name, let me look. I was like, is it Ray Vaughn? And he goes,
that's what's up.
He got 530,000 followers on Instagram. It's Ray Vaughn. We turn the car around. I go pull up. I hop out. I knock on his window. I'm like, hey. He rolled the window down. I'm like, are you Ray Vaughn? He says, yeah, that's me. He said, let me get out the car. He gets out, and we start talking, and I was able to name his whole musical catalog. And so he just started showing love. He followed me right there on the spot, and then gave me his line, and he like, hey, you in LA? Come to Top Dog Entertainment Studios. You can come see where Kendrick and them make the music, and come to the studio with me. And so like 2 weeks later, I called him up, and I was like, I'm coming to LA. And sure enough, he said, I'll send you the address tomorrow. And I pulled up. So I actually got to be in their studio. It's amazing. It's a beautiful compound. And I got to be there when Top Dog, Anthony Tipton, actually came through, the executive of the year.
Wow.
So when
Did you see him?
Oh yeah, he was right behind me. And I got to say what's up to him. Scary dude, I'm not gonna lie. He really about the business.
He's a scary dude. That is crazy.
Scary dude. He really about the business. But he had 2 of his artists on the Super Bowl last year. So anything is possible.
Yeah, man. Must be doing something right.
Anything's possible, bro. Being around him is dream come true for sure.
That's what's up, bro. That's hard. There was one thing I wanted to ask you. I saw you posted, bro. You were at the Charlie Kirk memorial.
Yeah.
How was that? What'd you think of that?
You know, not afraid to say I'm definitely a Democrat in 2025.
Okay.
And I did not align myself with Charlie Kirk or the views of his videos at all. But I will say that I don't stand for violence on any man.
Facts.
And so I believe that you can't say you don't agree with somebody's views if you don't hear them out first. So that's what I took the opportunity to do. Republicans often say that the youth doesn't listen and that Democrats don't listen. And so, though I was against it, I went to his memorial service, and you know, it was honestly disgusting to me because they started off the service comparing him to Jesus, and that's blasphemy. You're not supposed to compare anyone to the Savior.
That's crazy.
And you know, it just continued on. The president was in the building, the vice president. You know, it was a lot of propaganda politically, and I don't think that was the moment for it. That was the moment to unite people.
Yeah,
but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know. So yeah, prayers to Charlie Kirk's family, and that situation was tragic. But if we're gonna talk about one tragic situation, we need to talk about all of them, you know.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about every man and woman and child in America that's missing, every man, woman, and child in America that's being killed due to gun violence, that's being abused, sexual assault, everything that's going on. We can't just focus on one.
yeah.
So if we're gonna do, you know, treatment to one, treatment to all.
I feel that for sure. That's real. I wasn't there, so
Yeah, it was a crazy experience.
yeah, I wasn't there, so I know some family or not family, but family friends of mine went there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't agree with the views of him at all. But he did get me like a little bit educated into politics. I won't lie.
Most definitely.
Like I would watch his debates and whatnot with him and Dean and a couple of the other ones.
Most definitely.
But I think I aligned better with the other side myself.
Yeah, I agree.
Respectfully, but I did have to fact check him all the time. I did definitely have to fact check.
Which helps you learn.
Right.
When you have to fact check. But
exactly, and I respected it because he went in there with the wolves, bro. Like he went in there with people that hated him. You know what I mean? And he debated him. Like that was the stuff I saw. But the stuff he said, crazy. Didn't agree, 100%. Like thought he was like the opinions he had were not correct. I thought a few of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not here to kick nobody while they're not here or anything. But like I feel like he left behind a legacy of people talking about it, and you should be able to talk about how you feel about it. Like, because at least I thought he went in and spoke his mind to people that hated him. You know what I mean? Or had not necessarily hated him, but had a different opinion.
Well, definitely. It's a song on my album that's on the way, and I wrote it the day after Charlie Kirk got killed. And it starts off saying, "What if instead of Charlie they had murdered me? Would it still be protests in the city streets? Would it still be RIP? Would they honor me? Or if I went off a cliff, would they still follow me?" And then I talked about, I'm trying to understand why this man is heaven sent. Gang violence, the last words he went to heaven with. He said black people were scumbags, I referenced it. And black people can't be pilots, so I'm selfish then? So,
Big Jer.
it was definitely something. I felt the emotion behind that whole scenario. And I went in there and recorded a song.
That's how you feel.
A song right after. So, you know.
That's how you feel, bro.
It's definitely something crazy to me.
I like that, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. You're young. Never ever stop doing that. Like, if you have a feeling and you feel it, bro, like, always free, and you feel like you can create a way to, like, get it out there and put it out there, bro, it's always worth something. Everything, always, bro. Like, that's dope, and I respect that. I just want to let you know, because that's real, dog. I like that, and I like where you took that. I like where you took that, bro. I'm not even gonna lie in this interview.
Most
I
definitely.
don't even tell you on the interview, bro.
Most definitely. I just wanted to, you know, if we're gonna talk about him, what if he had been another person? Because we talking about him months after he's been killed, but we still got children that are missing.
That's right.
We still got people in countries that aren't eating, that are being bombed daily, that our country is aiding. You know, we still got so much going on. We need to focus on what we can do, not what we can't. My high school football coach told me, control what you can control. And if we do that, everything else will work itself out.
Facts.
But we're not doing enough. The people with money aren't doing enough. The people at the top aren't doing enough.
Facts.
We got more stories about Diddy than anything else.
It's true. And I don't want to shine too much light on that, even because that's like a hot topic right now for real. But what you think about the Diddy's as a young black male in this industry? He's been around for a minute, inspiring a lot of young black males.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think as a young black male in 2025? What you think about the Diddy case right now?
Hey, shout out 50 Cent. That's what I can say. I don't want to be no op to 50 Cent. I love Fifth. Crazy documentary.
I don't want to be an op to 50 either.
Crazy documentary, crazy production. It was actually one of the best documentaries.
I'm actually trying to collab.
I've ever seen.
To see what I'm doing. I'm trying to do it.
Right,
What's up,
right.
50?
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, 50, I got more ideas for you. So if you got something, come through. I got more ideas for you. But I think with the Diddy documentary, it was just crazy to see it all put together. I mean, we put together the killing of Pac. We put together the killing of Biggie. We put together the shooting when Pac got shot in '95 at the studio. There was so many little things that we've all known for years, but when you put them all together, it shows you just how delicate the situation of Diddy's life has been and what led him to becoming who he is. But I'm not as concerned about Diddy as I am about the people around him that have enabled him for all of these years. I think it's more to come out about the people and the celebrities and superstars around Diddy, because he didn't do this alone. Look at all these artists he's been working with over the last 30 years. You think none of them know? All the people that went to his parties, you think none of them know anything? Hip hop speaks out about a lot of things. They've been silent on this one.
True.
I haven't heard Jay-Z speak. Jay-Z and Beyonce got allegations. I haven't heard none of them speak. I ain't heard Will Smith speak. I ain't heard a lot of these OGs talk. 50 the only one that had the balls to talk, and they mad at him for it. Because they think it's snitching. But 50 got over the gang politics a long time ago.
Right.
He's a executive producer worth billions. Billions with a B.
Yeah. He's a businessman for sure. For sure.
Billions.
Yeah.
Music and money.
You think what do you think? You think Diddy is forgivable? You think that's forgivable? You think he's someone that can build up $1 billion empire after being destroyed like that by his peers?
I think Diddy will always be Diddy in the terms of music, because he just had way too much of a successful legacy in music. The production, the hits, Biggie, Danity Kane, all of the different artists that came through Diddy. I think you can never tear down that legacy of music, because people still listen to R. Kelly, and he's been pulled off streaming for the most part. So when you have a love for somebody you grew up with, people will always connect to it musically. But as a person, I would not support Diddy. But I do believe as a Christian in development and redefining yourself. So if he comes out of prison and he's different than how he went in, then I would lend an ear to it and see what he's talking about. But that definitely takes a sharp change than where we're at now, because in that documentary, the footage that 50 had showed him 5 days before he got arrested still trying to find a way out of it. He showed no humble, no remorse. Just, hey, we need to get some dangerous propaganda to make the women seem like they liars, or I need you to do a favor for me to change the narrative. He wasn't focused on the impact. He was just focused on how it impacted himself. So I guess we'll see. He's supposed to get out in 2028.
Yeah.
So I hope he survives until 2028, and they let him come out and tell his story and tell the other half of it. So we gonna see.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I think. It doesn't really matter. It's not my interview, you know what I mean? But I think, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's crazy that I have to, as an interview, because I'm not a person that likes to ask stuff like that, or get into other people's lives.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I just think that he's such a polarizing person. You know what I'm saying? I think he slipped up
for sure.
But I also think that I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, I believe in forgiveness. So in all, but you know what I mean?
It's such a juxtaposition in that one.
Like
Yeah.
the boy was freaky. Like the boy was a freaky one. Like he did some wild stuff, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like, but I do believe that even if we were talking about someone else, I'd still say the same thing. Like you gotta
Most definitely.
it's not even our business. Like it's not even our business. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but you gotta ask the question. You know what I mean? Like shout out to Bad Boy and all the hits that I
Right.
used to like listen to.
All I can say is, if the president is allowed to be a predator who's been found liable of rape in the court of law, then why are we talking about Diddy instead of the one who's leading the country and leading the world? Like I said, we got a lot of different questions to ask.
Facts. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I feel like it's just like our culture, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's their. I don't want to say that's their business, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's,
yeah,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
See?
I don't know. Like, that's how I be feeling. Like, yeah, he's gotta figure that out. But like, Diddy, like, for me personally, like,
Terrible for the culture.
yeah, you know, I mean, I don't like for me. I feel like Diddy, like, damn, like I grew up like being inspired by Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that. So it's like that. I saw Donald Trump, like, you know what I mean, doing some wild stuff, and I could probably guess that. You know what I mean? But like, nah. But like, dang, Diddy's like the culture for us. Like a lot of us, a lot of
For
people,
sure.
a lot of people. So it's just a wild like subject. If we're being real and transparent, if we're living in reality, and we're
Yeah.
not just saying, "Oh yeah, I saw the allegations and I hate him." You know what I mean? It's just like, no, we used to bump that. We used to like think like, dang, we want to be on top and make decisions like that, but it's not decisions like that. You know,
If we're really being honest about the culture that we're in right now, with a lot of clout chasing and a lot of individuals looking for fame and looking for their time in the spotlight, I guarantee you if we did a poll, an anonymous poll, on who would go to a Diddy party if they were invited after he gets released, I guarantee you a lot of people would still go.
yeah, bro. A lot of people still go.
A lot of people would still go to his parties.
I go to a Diddy party. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I go to a Diddy party. I'm just not doing the freaky stuff. Like, bro, there's plenty of people that went to the Diddy, but I just don't believe that. Like, I don't believe that because I know myself. I feel like there's a lot of people in this industry that, like, just don't know what's going on with themselves or don't know what's going on, and that's how they get into these places. And now, like, you're talking about your best friend like this, you know what I mean, on a documentary. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I see both sides of it. I get the victim side, which like if you did something crazy to somebody, I get it. But like, you know what I mean, that's just how I be feeling, bro. I feel like I could go to a Diddy party fine and literally like leave and be like, yo, I just went to one of the biggest artist parties, but I didn't see any freaky weird stuff. Like, it's still like that. I don't know. That's just me.
It's basically what Cat Williams said. When Diddy want to party, you've got to tell him no.
Say no. Yeah, exactly. You got to say no.
You've got to tell him no. As simple as that.
Oh, bro. All right, man. So like, just to, you know what I'm saying, seal it up, bro. Like, what are your goals for 2026? What are we trying to do here? What's popping, bro?
Goals for 2026: record label deal,
Okay.
platinum plaque, after platinum plaque, after platinum plaque. Best new artist at the Grammys. I got a lot of goals. We tapping in all 2026, and we tapping everybody out who's not about the vision. If you don't see it, you ain't gonna see it.
I feel that.
So yeah, we ready to work hard, and got a lot coming in 2026. A lot.
I know you're serious too. I can feel that, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you rocking with me, bro. It was a good time. That was dope, bro.
Already know.
And bro, wish you luck with the move. I know you're about to be out here in the country, out here making a couple moves.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? In the right direction.
Man, family first.
Yeah, bro, handle that. That's what's up, bro. I see
Most
you.
definitely.
Thank you for coming on the Culture Pop blog, my brother.
You already
We
know.
did it again. My boy Big Jer. This is Bobby Baymont. Culture Pop blog. We're out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming on, dog.
Of course.
Appreciate
Always.
you, bro. For sure.